If you've ever crocheted clothes before, then you know the struggle of having it being very loose fitting after wearing it a few times. So I'm going to show you how to insert elastic specifically into a waistband so that it gives it the nice stretch so that you could wear it over long periods of time without it getting really loose fitting. Okay, so I have my jockstrap here, which has a waistband, scissors, a 3.75mm hook, and some elastic thread. Mine is from Gutterman's, and it's 11 yards. So to get started, you're gonna pick any point on the wrong side of the waistband, and I usually like to start where the back seams are, just so I know that that's my reference point. And you're gonna wanna choose either the top or bottom edge to start at, because we're basically just gonna go around the whole waistband and you get back to your starting point, and then you go down and back around all the way to this ending point and back up. So basically kind of like creating a border around, and that will give it the stretch that we need. So to get started, we're gonna insert our elastic thread, and I like to go onto these back ridges here, or the back bumps rather, of the single crochet from the right side. It doesn't really matter which loop you use. I would just recommend finding one that is pretty loose and not too close to the edge. So I'm going to go ahead and insert here. And to insert, just put your yarn or the elastic thread on the hook, pull through, and chain one. And to secure even more, since it's really thin, I go back into that stitch, and then I just do a quick slip stitch to make sure that it's very secured. And you could just pull the tail end of the yarn pretty tight to make sure that it's staying in there. And now what I like to do is either skip every 1, 2, or 3 spaces, or stitches rather, and that way it gives it more of a stretch. The more spaces you go, the more stretchy it will be, but you have to be careful because if you go too far, then it might rip or just make it really tight. So I'm going to skip every 2. So here's 1, here's 2. And you're just going to go ahead, yarn over, and do a slip stitch. Now we're going to go ahead and skip 2 more. 1, 2, go into that loop, yarn over, and slip stitch. And you could see it's kind of crunching up already here, but when you pull it, it gives it that stretch. So you're going to go all the way around, skipping every 2, and you're going to make a slip stitch until you get back to this side. I just got back to the other side here. You can see this is where I started, and this is where the seam is, and I am on the last stitch here. So once you get to this point, you basically are going to go down this row and then back around all the way until you get to that starting point, but it's really going to be the end point, and you're going to go back up that row to connect. So in order to do that, if you were skipping 1 or 2 chains, you're going to go ahead and do the same down this row. So I was skipping every 2, so 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay, so now you're going to go ahead and do what you were just doing, skip every 2, or if you were just skipping 1, go all the way back around to the end. Okay, so I got to the other end here, and I'm just going to do what we did last time and go down this row, skipping every 2 until I get to my starting point. Okay, and once you get to your starting point, you just go right back into that first stitch you made and make a slip stitch. And then you could go ahead and cut your elastic thread. I already cut mine, and just chain 1 to fasten off. Give it a nice little tug to make sure it's tight. And then you could weave these in as you normally would, and that should complete the waistband. And as you can see, it gives it a little crunch, or scrunch rather, which is okay because when you actually put it on, it reverts back to its original shape, as you can see, but the elastic thread will help maintain its shape over time.